Anthony Joshua has withdrawn from his fight with Kevin Johnson. He apparently suffered a stress fracture in his back. I'm really disappointed by this. I was looking forward to seeing if Johnson could take him a few rounds. We all know Johnson is durable and awkward to fight, so it would have been interesting. Eddie Hearn says that Joshua will be back in early February or March, so I hope it's going to be Johnson still. I hope they don't find a different opponent. I think Johnson is the right opponent at the right time to see where Joshua's at and then make an assessment depending on his performance with Johnson and take it from there. So yeah, sad to see this happen. The stress fracture in his back. You know, the interesting thing is Joshua was due to join Vladimir Klitschko in helping Klitschko to prepare for his next fight. I don't know if Joshua actually made it to that training camp. If any of you have got any information on that, please drop it in the comment section below. I'm not sure if he made it to that training camp or not. Some people are going to speculate maybe the injury happened in training with Klitschko. Another interesting thing is Joseph Parker, who's another rising heavyweight prospect, who to me, in terms of level of opposition, has been rising faster than Anthony Joshua has. And he's been looking better and better every fight. Joseph Parker, I've been pretty impressed with him in his past couple fights. He's also going to be in the Klitschko camp. Well, Joshua's not now, but Joseph Parker was going to be in the Klitschko camp, may well be in the Klitschko camp now. And it would have been interesting to see what both guys' camps, the Joshua camp and the Parker camp, make of the other fighter, seeing them up close. They wouldn't have been sparring, obviously, but I'm not sure if Dillian Whyte is going to be in this Klitschko camp as well. He's a frequent visitor to Klitschko training camps. Dillian Whyte may have got to spar one of them. I don't know. It's just a whole interesting scenario there with these young heavyweights all in the same camp. I would have liked to have seen it, maybe seen some footage and interviews and see what these guys think of each other up close. So yeah, disappointing. I've seen a couple people online saying Joshua's always getting injured. He must be a steroid head. There are definitely a lot of PEDs in boxing. Let's be real. Definitely. But when I'm looking to see telltale signs if someone's on PEDs, I'm looking for a change in their physique or whatever, a change in their performance. Anthony Joshua has had this ridiculous physique that he's got since the amateurs. He's had it in the Olympics. He had that same physique in the Olympics. And in the Olympics, they have, obviously, Olympic drug testing, which is random drug testing, what have you. So he obviously wasn't on any kind of PEDs during the Olympics, so they would have caught him. So, you know, with the random drug, I mean, they probably would have caught him with the random drug testing. So, you know, wasn't on steroids then, but suddenly is on steroids now. Why? Does he really need it? He's young enough. He's big enough. You know, I tend to look at guys when they're a bit older, when their metabolism is slowing down, when they should be putting on a bit of body fat and they're not. And the most suspicious is when a guy has a soft body and he's in his middle, late 30s, and all of a sudden, this guy just gets ripped overnight and he's shredded and cut. And you're thinking, what? How the hell did that happen? And you also see a dramatic improvement in his, let's say, his stamina or punching power or resilience. That's when that's when I would ask questions. But as far as Joshua, some people are just blessed genetically like that to have that kind of physique. You know, you had guys like Frank Bruno, you had guys like Ken Norton. You got just absolute whole heap of fighters throughout the history of boxing that have had shredded physiques naturally without any steroids or anything like that. And just people in general, people who I know, you know, people who I've met have got these kind of physiques and they don't really have to work at it the way the rest of us would have to work at it. You know, have a ridiculous physique like that. Some people just have the genetics to have it. So it is what it is. I'm not saying that Joshua should be, you know, completely, you know, the idea that he's on steroids should be completely discounted. No, you know, it's boxing. It's a dirty sport. You got to suspect whoever, but I certainly haven't seen anything of Joshua so far that would lead me to suspect him of any PED use, no acne or anything like that. So anyway, this video is not really about steroids. It's about the fact that Anthony Joshua is not fighting Kevin Johnson anymore, which is disappointing. If he don't fight Kevin Johnson next, who would you like to see him fight as a replacement for Kevin Johnson? And do you believe this injury? I know a lot of people are very skeptical about injuries these days because fighters, it's a fact that fighters do use injuries, fake injuries, to get out of fights for all types of different reasons. I only need to mention the word David Haye or the name David Haye for you to get what I'm saying. So, yeah, drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel about all this, people. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.